Hello Leo, it's Ashley. We're going to be doing your reading for the week of September 5th. Specifically, the new moon in Virgo week. So we're going to see how that's looking for you. And then we'll do a 9-card spread. So past, present, future. And then we will get some additional detail to kind of narrow down what might be coming up for you. I'm going to be using the Muse Tarot, which is a really pretty deck. And if you want to check out the description box below, I have opened up the schedule for personal readings in the month of September. And you can also check out the link to the Instagram account for Chericlo, where I do daily posts on the cosmos each day if you are interested. So let's get into this for Leo. Right, we have the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Tower, and the 5 of Cups, the Death card, and the Ace of Swords. Okay. At the bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant. So we'll see how that comes into play. But overall it looks like some spiritual lessons coming through at the time of the new moon in Virgo for you. You can kind of see in this depiction, which I really like for the Hierophant. It's like this lady sitting up on this big rock formation, but down below there's all these like lanterns leading in her direction, and this person here is looking up to her. So some sort of like spiritual lesson coming in here. Alright, so it looks to me like some sort of love situation potentially that has been kind of swirling around in your mind, like a worrisome kind of energy. It's perhaps been invading your sleep, your dreams, and it could very well have to do with a Scorpio or a Pisces. We have those here strongly, doesn't have to be. But some kind of information comes through at the time of the new moon. And I think it's going to be some sort of communication that really kind of perks your ears. And I think that that's where that shock factor comes in, that tower moment, that awakening. You can see the tower, all that lightning coming down. So something about potentially this person that you've had a strong soul connection with in the past is going to come through. Alright, in your first row, so this would be in the past position at the time of the new moon, we have chop wood. So I feel like in this position, you're likely just going about your daily routine, you know, taking care of mundane tasks, you know, trying to really just kind of almost like get absorbed into the daily routine as a means of stepping out of some of this mental stress about this situation. Because I feel like there's a lot of regret here, a lot of pain that has happened with this particular I'm getting relationship. It doesn't have to be. This could just be some sort of partnership that you have that's important to you. You know, that, I mean, it could be a friendship. It could be even a coworker, or just something that you love and that you have been strongly involved with in the past. But it kind of feels like you're just trying to go about your daily routine, keep yourself busy, perhaps as a means of distraction from this situation. Let's get some more clarifiers here. Why do we have the Nine of Swords? We have the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. The Two of Cups, we're getting the Nine of Wands and the Four of Swords. And with the Five of Cups, we're getting the Page of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so in the past, now as you watch this, it might be your current experience because I'm filming this on the 30th of August and it will release and upload tomorrow. So it could be what you're experiencing right now, but for the new moon reading, it's in the past position. And so I feel like you have a lot of love for this person. And I feel like what you're concerned about is that they're going to cut you out of their life. Now it does feel to me like you've had a relationship with this person in the past. And it's been something that you have, it's almost like you've been trying to hold it up. Like even if there was an ending, it's like you wanted it to continue as something. And I kind of have this like image in my mind of, was it Atlas that holds up the world on his back? It's like you've been trying to really hold it up in some way while also attempting to heal. Now this person may not be speaking with you, because we have the Queen of Swords here, and she tends to cut, she'll use that sword to cut something out. And it's, I mean, really, she's like no BS kind of energy. With this Four of Swords, I do feel like there's probably, if any, I would imagine there's limited communication taking place. And if there is communication, I kind of feel like it's maybe not very deep conversations. It's like surface level type of chit chat. Now I do feel like there has been some sort of explosive like argument in the past, and there's a lot of pain associated with this. I feel like this person has told you that this relationship is over. They may have blocked you from being able to call or email or text them. And I do feel like you have a lot of sadness about this. And so you're kind of just going about your day-to-day tasks, attempting to put it at the back of your mind. But I feel like you're probably having some bad dreams about this. And it's messing with your ability to sleep very well. So in the present moment, so this will be at the time of, or the week of the new moon, we have the new moon, so new beginnings. You can see like all the way around this archway, it's like winter, there's snow coming down, and then this archway is like this opening to this flower covered field and trees, and so it's like this richness, this new beginning is coming in. And it is a number 2. We also have the 42, which reduces to a 6, and then the 33 master number. So I do feel like this is probably a love related situation. We have the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Death. So some sort of ending, or perhaps even a rebirth of some kind, because on this Death card, you can see this lady down here, and she's got all these like cobwebs, spider webs sitting right over her third eye, really. And then out of it is like these two women. It almost looks like they're coming out of these cocoons. And then of course at the center we have the moth. Kind of looks like the Silence of the Lambs imagery. Not that that's a very pleasant thing to think about, but it feels like some sort of dawning of awareness coming in here. Now this Eight of Wands could very well be intense communication, but I'm also getting that something about this week, it almost like puts you on like the fast track into the future. And not only is that future unknown, but I think on some intuitive level, you already know about this. You already know that this is coming. And it shows up, it could very well be showing up in that dream space for you. These messages of change that you're fretting about. Because we go from Nine of Swords, the High Priestess, to the Ace of Swords. So some kind of truth is going to come through, and I feel like you already know about it. If you look in this Nine of Swords imagery, here's this gal on the bottom of the card sleeping in the clouds. And so that's part of why I'm seeing like this dream space activity for you. So let's get some clarifiers and see what this is about. Why do we have the Eight of Wands? We have the Lovers and the Queen of Cups. Interesting. With the High Priestess, we have the Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords. And with the Death card, we're getting the King of Pentacles and the Empress. Interesting. So, okay, new beginnings for the week of the new moon. You have the new moon card, so this is probably going to be a strong lunation cycle for you. I'm going to get one more on this Eight of Wands because we have the King of Cups and now the Queen of Cups. So we have a divine counterpart pair on the table. But that lots of Pisces, lots of Scorpio, Gemini, Taurus, Libra, and Taurus some more. So you could be dealing with some of those signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's what's coming through strongly. But a lot of water activity here. So why do we have this Queen of Cups? Okay, Ten of Wands. So I feel like probably what communication is coming in here is that this person from your past very well could have been your divine counterpart, a soulmate, even a twin flame, is communicating that this relationship has been a burden. Now you might be communicating this with that person, so just take whatever resonates, but I think that there's going to be some kind of communication that comes through where this person really talks about how painful their experience of this relationship was, And I do feel like it's going to be painful. It's going to be shocking. But something about this information sets you up in a good direction. And I think it's because we have this death and rebirth here with the the King of Pentacles and the Empress. So whatever information is coming in, my advice and the Tarot's advice is that you really listen up, even if it hurts, because something about this is going to really set you up for a prosperous future with or without this person, right? You're going to have some sort of breakthrough, some sort of awakening even, I would say, as a result of this. If this is a twin flame relationship for you, I do feel like something about this communication is part of what really jolts you into the future, into your own intuitive space. Whether you're the masculine or the feminine here, it doesn't matter. But let's get some more here in this future position. So, I really like that this is a number 33. That is a master number. And we also have ears wide open. So something about this communication, if you so choose to really listen up and really get present in just opening yourself to their feedback, I think that's going to be the thing that really lights you up. You can kind of see this fox, big-eared fox, has like a star right on its third eye. And so something about this really kind of lights, it's like a dawning for you. And it explains some things. I feel like just on a mundane level it makes more sense, but something about whatever comes through is going to be important for you to really listen and be present and offer your attention to this conversation, because it's not just going to benefit the other person. It's going to be important for you. Six of Swords, the Tower, and the Ace of Swords. So whatever this truth is comes in and like really zaps you in the head space. You see that light coming in, and this card has the owl on it. So it's like this awakening of wisdom within you. So let's get some more here. But I feel like it really puts you on a path towards your own new beginning. I mean, the Empress here, that's like new birth. It's like creation, energy, and stability here with this King of Pentacles. So let's see if we can get any more details on what this is. What do we have? The Six of Swords. We have the Chariot. Could be dealing with a Cancer. And the Two of Wands. So I feel like this person is moving into the future. They're moving on. Why the Tower? We have the Six of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles. So another divine pair on the table. And with the Ace of Swords, we're getting the Death card again. So something about this truth, like, oh, look at that. And the Fool. So I think what's most important about this truth that comes in is it like, it's almost like, it feels like a reset button. You know how like, what is the commercial that, the easy button, was it Staples? They hit the easy button. I don't know why that's what I'm seeing. But with this Tower moment, yes, it's like going to be a shocking, hard thing to listen to. I do feel that way because there's so much love here. It's just, there's a lot of love here between you and this person. But I feel like this person is setting off into the future on their own. I think that they're moving forward. And I think that that's clearly what they're going to communicate. Because even though there's been an ending in the deep past, there's been something about this that's continued to linger. It's like I said, you've been trying to hold it up into something, even though it's ended in the past. And something about this truth comes through, but the shocking part of it is that I really feel like you begin to see just how much you have when it comes to your own resources to begin again for yourself. Internally, mentally, spiritually, in every way, you have the tools to have your own rebirth take place. It could be that this person communicates that they didn't feel like things were fair in the past, that they want something that's more equally give and take, and they don't feel like they were getting that. But I'm also picking up on the fact that this person is communicating this, and I feel like they are just as hesitant to move forward as maybe you have been in the past. Like, I don't feel like this is easy for either of you. But it's almost like this requirement of the universe or something that is forcing you both into the future and onto new trajectories, new beginnings. And yeah, some sort of truth comes through that really just like sends you perhaps even into an ego death that's going to force you into this Fool energy and force the new beginning. Woo! But it feels very, I don't know, it is, I'm really getting a lot of like I feel like I'm on the verge of tears. So this is not going to be an easy conversation, and I don't think either one of you is going to have an easy time of it. But the connection here is so strong, this feels almost like against your instincts to walk away from it, if that makes sense. Real quick, I'm going to pull a couple of, so really that's playing into that spiritual lesson, right? There's some sort of spiritual lesson that's coming through here, for you in particular, but potentially both of you. Let me get 3 cards of what's coming after this. We can get a sneak peek into the week after, because this is an intense change. Let's see. We're getting the King of Pentacles, so that's showing up again. The 4 of Wands, oh, that's gorgeous, and the 4 of Swords. So new freedom, healing, and potentially even, it almost feels like too that something about this change, it's like the reset button had to be pushed so that a new stable foundation could be built. Because if you look at this, and we're getting the Empress again at the bottom of the deck. So this is big. It's like if you look at this 4 of Wands, you can see they're like floating on this crumbling rock up in the clouds. It's like they're sitting on a chunk of cliff. So something about this foundation just had too many cracks in it, and I almost feel like this reset button had to be pushed so that that foundation could be crumbled and rebuilt. But I'm also, yeah, so the Queen of Cups again. It's almost like that freedom and that change, that reset button is allowing for the possibility of future unions, and really kind of seeing how, I'm getting the Lovers again, how perhaps going off on your own and this person going off on their own is just part of this journey. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So that's looking really good in a future focus. I think that's really lovely after an ending like this. But let's not forget your main center card here is New Beginnings. Like, it's just like this reset button. So I hope that was helpful, Leo. Hang in there and really remember to keep those ears open for that conversation, because I think it's going to be an important one. And we will see what comes up mid-month for you. We'll see if this continues to play out in the mid-month reading. I hope that was helpful. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for a full picture of what's going on with you for the week of the new moon. And I will see you next time. Bye.